What up, what up, what up? Yee, it's your boy Art Dog 89. We're back with some Genshin. We're going to Nod Krai. New chapter, new adventure, so kick back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, damn. I'm going to be hoofing it for a while. Get my stamina back up.
trouble she couldn't handle?
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler are the first to arrive. Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment. I will have to converse from up here.
Ineppa! What the...
Hi, homie.
What happened? Did someone attack you?
The logic of your conclusion is sound, but I would not use that word. After all, Aino is the one who did this.
Wait, so Aino's the one who did this? Ah, good idea. Does this giant magnet have a switch or something?
Request not feasible. Aino has locked down the control system. Analyzing further options. Conclusion. The priority level of certain rules must be lowered. Decision. I will temporarily override one of Aino's rules and inform you about the hidden control system. But first, I must be certain you will keep it a secret.
Okay. Paimon didn't really understand any of that. But don't worry, you can trust us for sure.
Sufficient grounds for override. Please proceed to the path to the side of the workshop and locate the robots scattered over there. Once you have located all the specific robots, you can unlock the control system. This is the back door Aino established for herself, as she often forgets the password.
Damn.
So we just need to collect all the bots. We've got this.
Damn. Damn.
Detecting companions in need of help. Assistance in progress. Marking high probability search areas.
Oh, what? God damn it. Well, now I know I dropped the ball on that one.
Detecting companions in need of help. Assistance in progress.
Alright.
Marking high probability search areas.
Alright, where's the last one?
Wow! What a crazy hiding spot! I know wasn't taking any chances, was she? Things up. Mechanical clock backup control system now online. And command confirmed. Shutting down Things up. Mechanical clock number 1. You okay, Anafa?
Inspection in progress. All functions normal. I am unharmed. I know adjusted the Kuvaki strength to make sure of that.
So, what exactly happened?
Compiling relevant data. Simplification in progress. In short, Aino created a new robot companion not too long ago, but yesterday, someone stole it from the workshop.
Oh, that explains it.
I used that term because Aino intends to unleash the force of her entire fleet of combat robots against those suspected of the theft.
What?
If Aino manages to use her genius for destructive purposes, all of Krai will be facing a crisis the likes of which has never been seen before. When I attempted to stop her, she trapped me with that device. Fortunately, I was prepared for that possibility, and was able to post a request for help in advance.
Oh, you mean that notice board in the middle of the square?
Correct. According to my calculations, posting that notice had a 94% chance of success, much higher than all other plans.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to miss.
Fortunately, you arrived just in time. Aino and her robot fleet should still be at the workshop. Please follow me.
You got it. Lead the way.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Our objective is simple. Track down the thief and save our comrade!
Track down the thief, save our comrade.
Aino, you have to stop this.
Enough? How did you get free? I thought the Kuvaki would be more than strong enough. You can't do this, Aino! Aha! So you had help. Well, don't even think of trying to stop me. I don't care if I have to search all of Krai. I will find the person who did this. And we have to go now, or Clanklank's 70% suite will get dismantled and sold for parts. Clinklank Legion, move out!
Move out.
What do we do? It's not like we can resort to physical force.
I know sugar intake has already exceeded normal levels this month, but given the present situation, are either of you carrying anything sweet with you? Desserts are the only thing that can get Aino to calm down, and I've already used up the allotment I had prepared.
Okay, what's with the staring? Paimon's not one to leave leftovers, you know. Fine. Paimon does have some she was saving for later.
Aino,
Selfish.
why don't you calm down for a second and have some dessert?
treating me like a kid, huh? At least it worked. Listen, I know you guys think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this wasn't just some scrap parts you can sell in the black market.
Lie again.
This was a robot I was about to add to the workshop, just like an Eva. And as the boss of this place, it's my job to look out for these bots. Even though I'm the one who gets looked after most of the time, but still, not letting a bot get carted off right under my nose is the least I can do. It's a disgrace. I don't want to be that kind of boss. I know. Really?
Oh.
We can come up with a plan together. We'll help you get Crumb Clink's 70% suite back safe and sound.
Thanks. And, about earlier? I'm sorry, Anafa. Phew. Looks like the military escapade's on hold for now.
Let's go back to the workshop.
What shall we do?
Job well done, everyone. Please, enjoy some tea and dessert while we devise a plan of action.
Okay, so how is theft handled in Krai? Do we call the police or something?
Unfortunately, Krai is a largely autonomous region. There is no unified law enforcement organization, which means calling the police is theoretically impossible.
See? That's why we have to take it into our own hands. Still, turning Krai upside down seems a bit... What choice do I have? The thief somehow dodged my whole security system. I don't even know where to start searching.
Analyzing options. If their goal is Mora, the thief will likely head to Nasha Town to search for a buyer. I believe there will be useful clues there.
Nasha Town, huh? But there are so many shady people there. Not the kind of people that like answering questions.
It is not the best idea for you to interact with adults like that, I know. I will handle the investigation instead. Perhaps you can get started on the workshop's order backlog in the meantime. Keeping customers waiting too long could have a negative impact on our reputation.
About that, Crumclank's core was built using a special kind of power, one that incorporates Kuvaki. I wanted to test it out, so I took orders that I knew would require Crumclank's help to complete. But with Crumclank missing, there's no way I can get them done. Curse that rotten thief!
analyzing other solutions. All foreseeable results are anticipated to have a negative effect on the workshop.
Kuvaki? Wait, the Traveler can use that too! What? How is that possible?
Calculations complete. Adequate solution identified. Traveler, I would like to enlist your services to help Aino clear the workshop backlog. You will, of course, be generously compensated for your labor.
Come on, no need for that. We're all friends here, right? We'd be more than happy to help. Besides, it might give us a chance to learn more about Krai.
Much appreciated. Then, in the meantime, I will take care of the investigation in Nashatown.
Nope, I'm gonna do that too. With the Traveler's help, I'm confident I can do both.
I know.
I need you here, Ineffa. Someone needs to watch over the workshop and make sure nothing else gets stolen. You're the only one I trust to do that. Besides, rescuing our stolen comrade is a job for the boss of this place, and that happens to be me.
Then I will defer to you, boss.
All right, Six-Pack Legion, move out. I know sure is determined, huh?
Well, she is the boss of the workshop, and a capable one at that. Please have faith in her abilities and look out for her if she needs help.
No problem. Just leave it to us.
Nothing to fear.
Excuse me.
Nothing to fear.
Oh snap, I fucking up. Get the fuck out of here. Damn it. There we go.
Careless.
God damn it. Are you for real?
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Alright, I'm back.
Stabilize! Careless!
Mmm. Alright, I'm coming. I'll go back to that later.
want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Use the force authorized. Solidify!
This is where what a waste of time!
Use the force authorized. Stabilized.
transfixed. Everlasting as the moon.
What now?
What a waste of time! Overruled!
Shower me with the...
A moment, please.
Witness my rise! Transfixed!
Let's begin.
All right.
What a waste of time!
Yoo-hoo! Show them. Right now.
Overruled!
Nothing lasts forever. Strike a pose!
Laid bare!
Thank you. Fuck. Big boss.
I'd take it if I were you. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
What shall we...
Solidify!
Shower me with praise! Hey, Anefa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? you mention it, you'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over. Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Krai. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours? Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Spit it out, then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable in person.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Krai?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Krai.
Oh, wow!
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Krai.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Krai.
Oh! Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties! Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
Paimon. This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Huh? never mentioned that before. Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Krai. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki? Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
Krai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done, and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Krai surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Teyvat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Krai, here we come! It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Krai, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road, and you'll reach it.
Huh? What in Tavad is that? Looks kinda like a sealy, floating around in the air like that.
That is a kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Krai.
A kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Krai lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Are there any particular points of interest?
It all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see... pretty much everything.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit spots.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, enough is gonna put her out of a job?
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Let's see. Who around here looks like a thief? Huh. A lot of people, actually. We haven't actually been in Krai that long, so we don't know much about this place. Where do we even start? know this place like the back of your hand. Got any ideas? We could yell out, "Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole from the Clink Clank Crumb-Kake craft shop?" Then, we see who starts to sweat, and we grab him. Honestly, terrible idea. No way! Sometimes I sneak a dessert when I'm not supposed to. And I always feel super guilty, even if Anefa doesn't catch on. Maybe we should ask Anefa what to do, but I really want to do this on my own. Huh. Guess you don't really interact with people outside the workshop, huh? Well, don't worry. Let's just start asking around. We're bound to find some clues that way. Okay.
Turns out, I was right all along. Absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
If the thief's plan was to sell your bot, maybe we should start by asking the local blacksmiths. After all, blacksmiths need all kinds of raw materials. Oh, good point.
You're looking for a blacksmith? To be honest, I consider myself more of a researcher motivated by personal interest. Wait, I know? You're here in person? That's a first.
Something terrible has happened, so I had to come. One of my bots was stolen. Has anyone come by to sell it?
Wow, someone had the nerve to steal from your workshop? Let me think.
Maybe you should describe what Crumb Clank 70% sweet looks like, I know. Might help jog your memory.
Oh, no need. I know style. I'd recognize it anywhere. But the only thing that's come my way recently is boring scrap metal. Nothing that looked even remotely like your work. Maybe the thief hasn't pawned it off yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thanks for the help. We'll keep looking.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Ad Astra. interesting trinket.
The Voynich Guild. If we want to see if a transaction took place, it couldn't hurt to ask around here, right?
Welcome to the Voynich Guild. Heavens above! If it isn't the owner of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop herself! What an honor this is! And quite a rare one at that. We're always sending orders out to your workshop, but rarely do we have the pleasure of doing business in person. Are you looking to sell one of your pieces? I'm sure we can land on a price that'll leave you satisfied.
Sell one of my bots? You wish. Actually, one of Aino's bots was stolen, so we wanted to see if the guild had any record of a sale or something.
I see. This bot must mean a great deal to you, Miss Aino.
Duh.
I wish the Voynich Guild could offer you some sort of consolation, but I'm afraid I have no recollection of such a sale.
Oh, okay. We'll get out of your hair then. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Trying to do my duty as a lightkeeper. But use your head, kid. Look more. Trying to do my duty as a lightkeeper.
Ah, here's a thought.
Wait, is that a Fatui agent over there? Maybe our thief got mixed up with them. Let's go see if he knows anything. But Inefa says most Fatui agents are bad guys. Hello?
Stop right there. I don't do business out in the open, so we'll talk like this. Introduce yourselves first. What faction are you affiliated with?
Faction? I don't belong to a faction. I'm the boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop.
Ah, so someone we don't want to mess with. Is there a conflict between us that I don't know about? I've never trespassed on your property as far as I can recall.
Oh, we're not here to settle a score or anything. We just want to know if anyone's tried to use a stolen bot to pay off a debt.
Of course not. I don't accept stolen property. If the owner comes knocking, it becomes my problem, doesn't it?
True. Guess we'll just have to keep looking. Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Krai as an adventurer's paradise. So she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Krai's past, the age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Krai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day...
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Krai, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Krai. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Krai?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. You're right about that.
This elevator was inspired by the one in the Maritime Harbor.
Ineffa told me about it. If you can pay, there's a way. That's what it's famous for.
Welcome. Please feel free to peruse our Sumeru specialties. I'm more than happy to assist with any additional requests as well.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay, this actually isn't a bad idea. You never know what kind of stuff Dory's got stashed away.
Can I help you with something?
One of my bots was stolen yesterday, and I want to know if the thief sold it to your shop.
Is it valuable? We only accept goods that we can use to turn a profit.
That's Dory's business acumen for you. Turn a profit? I don't like to think about my bots that way. But, well, merchants usually find them pretty valuable.
In that case, let me check. Apologies. We have no record of any transactions over the past 2 days involving mechanical constructs.
Aw, I thought we'd find something here for sure. Oh, it's okay, I know. We'll think of something. Oh, maybe we could ask this guy to check again. Or...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Aino and her 2 Outlander friends. Asking around Nasha Town for intel, are we? You're lucky you didn't get swindled 6 ways from Sunday.
Yehuda! Oh, dumpster diver. It's you.
Okay, now that was just uncalled for. I've got a name, Pipsqueak. Use it. Now listen. Word on the street is someone stole one of your constructs.
It's not a construct. It's a companion. How did you know?
Your, intelligence mission or whatever. Yeah, you weren't exactly being subtle. Word spread throughout all of Nasha Town, I bet. But you're in luck, I know, because the best bounty hunter in the land has decided to take up your cause. Smart as a whip, she navigates the major factions with ease, always with her finger on the pulse of all the goings-on in Krai. If you want to get back what you lost, oh, she's your best bet.
Who is?
Who? Me, of course.
Aw, Crumbclank is doomed.
What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a liability or something? Hey, with me on your side, there's still hope. But first, we gotta agree on terms. My services don't come cheap, you know.
You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you when you just swing by and help yourself to my desserts. Well, technically Ineffa's desserts, seeing as she's the one who makes them.
Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? I mean, it's true, but still. Oh, there goes my chances of making some easy cash. Now I just look ungrateful. Well, if you're not gonna pay, then...
Yehuda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. Aino really cares about this bot, you know. Paimon knows you're not the type to abandon a friend in need.
That's it. I'm done for. There's no backing out now. You know me. Come on, this way.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, go find a flea market.
A drink? Or some information?
Huh?
Either way.
Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually, it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Anefa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Krai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Anefa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries. We should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
A drink? Or some information? Either way, I'd be happy to oblige.
It's so noisy here.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town. You mean it's got something to do with Nodkrai's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity? Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Nodkrai today.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business?
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodkrai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much-needed light to that place of final rest.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kinda spooky? Must be all that time he spent around graveyards. His lantern? Guess you've always had a no- Hey! Don't you start spouting all that weird stuff, too!
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices.
Paimon almost forgot something super important! Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat? But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there? people here are so nice! Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
The finest you found? Wow! That sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Krai, driven by greed and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Huh! Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
That's right! 2 servings each! We're starving over here!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Those stooges really are the worst.
Ever since they came to Krai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their blacklist by now.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us. Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave, the place we call our home. May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those two-foot Tui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Inefa isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next? Good idea! Wouldn't want to... let's see... Okay, Paimon's got our route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind. This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafty... This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids. This is the Vesnitsi Prolegia Greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away. And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into the distance. That way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Inefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills. She sure is. It'd take hundreds of years of practice to be the best tour guide in all of Tibet. Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first? Where? Which one are you... Oh. Now you... Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop. A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.